Hi, I'm Siren, and this is the story of a long-time dream of owning a bluewater boat to continue traveling the world in. I sold my house to buy a 1976 Tayana 37, a true gem of Taiwanese craftsmanship. Living aboard, I have Garrison, a sick pigeon that I rescued out of the water in Key West, and Sebastian from Home Depot. It hasn't been easy, and I've been lucky to have help along the way, but now I'm on my own. I've done repairs to the teak deck, I've replaced some rigging, and I've completed a lot of projects around the boat, but she still needs work, like new chain plates and all new rigging, and fixing the leaks in my deck fittings. It's been a masterpiece of misadventures so far, so hit that subscribe button and join me on this quest to find far-off lands, deep seas, and fun waves. Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to another week on the Siren's Log. And this week I'm off the boat. This is going to be really short and sweet, but here's an update for my subscribers because I know you're wondering what the heck's going on. I have good news, I have bad news, and I have other news. The good news is the storm that I prepped the boat for did turn into a Category 1 hurricane. That was Hurricane Debbie. Everything was perfectly fine. The storm hit Key West, but nothing was done to the boat. The boat was fine. Bad news. We have a situation. So, not that long after the hurricane came through, there was one of those typical Florida thunderstorms that you guys always see on this channel that just roll through with high winds and the whole thing. Well, there was a derelict boat that did not anchor. They were connected to a crab pot, which is not going to hold a boat in high winds, but that's what they did. And basically their boat just started floating through the mooring field in wind, and it hit my boat. It scraped all the way down the gunnels of my boat, and I have wooden gunnels down my boat, so that can cause damage. Luckily, it didn't cause a lot of damage. I think it will like buff out. That bright work needs to be done anyway, so I'm just grateful that I hadn't already done it. It ended up, the bow of its boat got stuck under my stanchions that are back around my cockpit area, and it got hung there, and of course there's movement, and it ripped out like 2 of my stanchions. If you do not follow me on Patreon, I think that if you want updates about this stuff as it's happening, definitely here is the link to that. You can get on there for free, or you can pay and get some of these, better updates like photos and videos and all that kind of stuff. I recommend the paid version just because that's where you're getting the information. There is some information in there for the free people too, though, so feel free to join that. The boat's gonna be okay. I have some people there that are kind of looking out for it, and we're good, but I've got to get back down there. I'm dealing with some work stuff and some listings because I am a yacht broker, and I'm closing on one boat. The other boat didn't sell, but I've been showing some boats and taking some photos and doing that sort of thing. And I ended up in kind of a messed up situation with some like personal matter, like driver's license stuff. My insurance company kind of like messed up pretty bad and kind of cost me some money. Several things kind of happened, and I had to spend a bunch of money that I didn't really want to spend, didn't expect to spend, and wasn't prepared for it all. And now I've got these other expenses, and I've got to get this boat back to North Florida to do the refit for the winter. For all of you that are not familiar with what the plan is, I bought the boat in February. The idea was to move it from Daytona around the whole state, about 1,000 miles, and get it back to Panama City so that I could do a refit over the winter. I cannot do a refit. All the stuff that you're seeing on the channel that you're like, wow, you need to haul it out, you need to do it. I can't do that stuff when it's pouring down rain, and it rains every day. It's the middle of summer in Florida, and we have thunderstorms, and that's just the way it is. You can't do this stuff without, covering the boat and all this stuff, and that's stuff that it's got to be on the hard, and even not every yard has a way for you to cover all this stuff, and even if you do, it's like still getting rain. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make any sense. That stuff has to be done in the winter time. Fall is when everybody hauls out their boats, and there's a reason for that. July, August, September is kind of the best time to be moving a boat that has poor rigging. I cannot sell the boat yet. That's part of the refit, so I'm still in the process of getting it home to do the refit. That's all that's happening, but I'm not cruising around. I'm still in the process of getting it home. Other news. So currently, you guys are gonna like this. So if you guys remember Darren, if you don't remember Darren, then watch this video right here, and you will see Darren in a previous episode. We grew up together and she also works on boats, and I'm gonna pick her up very, very soon, and we're gonna drive back and we're gonna move the boat back. We may or may not have a third. If it's a third, it's gonna be another lady. There's talk of maybe Lacey, and you guys have seen Lacey. She's the other redhead. If you don't know who Lacey is, then watch this video right here and you'll get reacquainted with her. There is very light talk of her maybe joining for a stint of that trip. I think that'd be really fun. If you want Lacey to join, you better tell us in the comments. Lacey, you need to come with us, at least for that first leg. That's like a 24-hour jaunt. And that's the plan. We're going north. Part of the other little updates is a few of you guys had asked if I had an Amazon wish list. If you guys want to be involved for the channel and you want to buy things for the boat or for the channel or for whatever, the link is in the description of this video. I'm also going to try to put a link here. There are some things in there that I really, really need. And then it's kind of like prioritized from top to bottom. Like there's stuff in the middle that's like, hey, I need these things, but they're not like urgent. I can buy them. I will also be chipping away at buying things on this list. This is just stuff that I have to buy for the boat. And if somebody wants to buy it before me, then hey, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, because that helps me. It helps me more than you realize. We already had, we've had one buyer. I haven't shared the list too well. That's not true. I shared it on Patreon, and I did share it in a post on YouTube, but I know that not all of you look at YouTube posts, but if you do, then you may have seen it. And I've had one person, thank you, his name is Nicholas, and he is helping me out with some techie things and some camera gear. So thank you, Nicholas. Thank you so much for being a Patreon and being a big supporter of the channel. Really appreciate that. And yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. That's all I really want to say. Just be Patreons and keep watching the videos, and please like, subscribe, and share. So that's it. That's all I got for you guys. I'm sorry that there's not a real episode this week. There just can't be. I'm sorry. Next week, I don't really know what next week's episode is going to be either, because halfway through the week, I'm picking up Darren like Wednesday, maybe Thursday, and then somehow I have to film you guys an episode and get that rendered and uploaded on Starlink. Now, I love Starlink. I love my Starlink, but I'm going to be honest with you guys, it's slower. It's a lot slower, so I may upload in a lower quality next week. So apologies in advance if next week's video is not the highest quality. I'm not going to do like 1080, but I just may not do the same high bit rate that I do if I have like home internet, because home internet's great. Still takes a long time to upload these things. They're, you know, like over 100 gigs. So if you're still here and you're still watching this video, then you're obviously very invested in the channel. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to let you go now, and I'm going to go inside because even though I'm in North Florida, I'm sweating. I'm so sweaty. I've got to go. My mouth is so dry. I gotta go, you guys. Bye.